For part 3 of my proposal, we will look at ratemyclassroomtech.com from the standpoint of affordance theory. What user affordances will be made available through this website to its users? I've broken it down to 3 categories. There'll be the affordance of the strictly viewer, the affordance of the like and dislike, and the affordance of the commenter and contributor to the information and the data that will be categorized and cataloged by this website. Let's look at each one in detail as we look more at the functionality of the web page. So once again, we're back here on the ZipGrade rating page for ratemyclassroomtech.com, using ZipGrade once again as the example. You can see that at this point, the information has not been populated yet. No one has commented and no one has liked or disliked this product. As users will begin to comment, as you'll see here in a moment, I've come up with some mock comments. As the users begin to comment, they will begin to populate below the comment boxes. And they'll be populated in order by date, with the newest ones being closest to the top. Users will have the ability to comment and thus add to the data collection of this website and give more validity to the pros and cons given to this particular classroom technology. The design of the posts will be relatively short, much like a tweet, limited to 140 characters, or users can also add in images if they have a particular portion of the technology that they enjoy using or have found very useful, or on the flip side, very not useful. They could post a screen capture or an image of that portion of the technology along with their post. So working from the bottom to the top, looking back here at our list, we have the commenter and contributor. As we have just noted, the commenter contributor can give a written comment and or a visual comment that will populate below these text boxes. The second, being the like-dislike, is the user who can view this website and click on either the blue thumbs up or the red thumbs down, and thus give feedback, very basic feedback about their experience with this technology. They can add to the scaled weighting of this technology. Does it lean more towards the pros or does it lean more towards the cons? And the more likes or dislikes that are given to this technology, the scale will weigh out appropriately, moving the pointer closer to the cons or moving the pointer closer to the pros, or staying in that very median area at the top if the scales are balanced. The third type of user, as listed here, will be the strictly viewer. Someone who does not want to create a username and a password, does not want to create their own account, does not want to have to log in, but just wants to view the information that has already been developed and categorized by others. Our hope for the design of this website is that very few users take that approach, but there may be some that find that attractive, and they can just view the feedback of others about this technology, whether they read the comments or look at the views, look at the likes and dislikes by viewing the scales, whether it's tipping towards the pros or tipping towards the cons. As mentioned before, part of the functionality of this website is the scale that shows the rating of the technology. The more likes that are given, the more positive comments that are given, the more the scales are going to tip toward the pros, towards the blue. The more dislikes that are given, the more cons that are given, and the more negative comments, the more the scales will tip towards the red. And as you can see here, if a user clicks on the blue hand, it will then add an additional like to the scales, thus weighing the scales heavier towards the pros. And the flip side will also happen with the cons. Here you can see the breakdown of the written comments. If we scroll down on the page, here are some mock-up posts that I have created, both some for the positive and some for the negative. Once again, these have to be relatively short, less than 140 characters. In summary, the affordances available to the users of this proposed website, ratemyclassroomtech.com, will be the affordances available to those that strictly want to view. Those that do not want to take a serious, make a serious commitment to this website by creating a username and a password. Then there will be those who want to go a little bit deeper into what's afforded to them as far as usability, and that's those that will just choose to click like or dislike. And they will be required to create a username and password if they're going to like or dislike a classroom product that's being rated by ratemyclassroomtechnology.com. And lastly, there'll be the commenter and contributor, those that want to take the most in-depth use of the website and go all the way into the affordances that are available to them. And then there are those that can do a combination of all. Those that on a particular day might just want to view. They may just want to read what's already been made available by others. They may just want to read and like or dislike. Or they may want to read, like, dislike, and contribute, depending on the scenario or depending on their experience with a particular classroom technology. It is my intention in the near future that this website would become a reality and that classroom technologies could then be starting to be rated and ranked by educators all over the world. Thank you.